morning, students. This is your DSP lecture. Okay, and in this lecture we are going to discuss lattice structure part 2. Why it is part 2? Because in previous lecture we have studied we did some mathematical analysis, or we realized these lattice structure, but only for FIR filter. We discussed that suppose our transfer function or our function was like this. Suppose ki your hz is amz, and that was nothing but 1 plus summation k is equals to 1 to m alpha m k z minus k, where m is always greater than or equals to 1. Okay, we discussed this. Okay, for a summary, basically lattice structures are used to implement the adaptive filter, and these kind of structures are inherently stable due to its feedback. Suppose if we are going to use it in IR filter, such structures allow the development of recursive relationships between the successive stages of filter, hence allows the development of adaptive algorithm for the computation of filter coefficient. Okay, and we discussed this particular structure. Okay, from this we can write, because this transfer function is nothing but your y upon x, your output upon input. Okay, so we can write this equation like this also, that your yn, because if we multiply, this is basically what, this is y upon x, so we can write it like this also, that your yn is equals to xn. From this, here 1 is getting multiplied by xn, so it is xn plus summation k is equals to 1 to m alpha m k x n minus k. Okay, so if I want to write this equation for first order filter, that means your m is 1. In that case, your yn would become yn is equals to xn plus alpha 1 1 x n minus 1 for first order filter design, FIR filter design. This is for FIR. FIR filter means which has only zeros. Okay, no denominator term, only numerator term. Okay, so this is only for FIR filter. And then we realized FIR filter for 3 stages using this particular equation. I'm just doing a quickly revision how we realized it. Here we have our input xn, okay, and it has 2 segments, f0n and g0n, and basically your this f0n and g0n is nothing but your xn only. Okay, it is, because what we are going to do, this is xn, so basically we are adding a delayed version of xn, multiplying by a coefficient in xn only, then we'll get the y. Okay, so it is like this. So first what we are doing, we are delaying this particular signal. Here we have one adder, here also we have one adder, because this is a lattice structure, so lattice designing is like this only. This is a fixed concept. Okay, it is like this. Okay, so here this adder, in this adder one xn is going from this path, and here this xn is getting delayed, and then it will get multiplied by the coefficient that we call the reflection coefficient. Okay, or we can this k is nothing but your reflection coefficient, or one other name is also there, we call it predictor coefficient. Okay, so here we'll get the yn. So if this is your f0 for the initial stage, so this would become your f1n yn, and if this is your g0n, so this would become g1n. It is like this. Okay, so your this yn, or we can say that your f1n or your yn is nothing but what? It is basically f0n or xn plus this xn is delayed by 1 unit and getting multiplied by k. So k x n minus 1. Okay, so see, these two equations are same. Okay, so that means your alpha 1 1, matlab this equation is for FIR designing, this equation for lattice. Okay, so what is the similarities between these two equations? that if we are taking FIR filter where the coefficient is alpha 1, and if we are going to implement it with lattice structure, then coefficient is K1. So your K1 is nothing but your alpha 1, 1. Okay, and we also find out G1n. Okay, and your G1n was what? G1n is basically your backward equation. This is called the forward equation, and this is called the backward equation. So backward equation means only coefficients get interchanged. Here the K1 is getting multiplied by x minus 1. So in your backward equation, your K1 will get multiplied by your xn, and the coefficient along with xn, it is 1, it will get multiplied by the xn minus 1. So this would become your G1n. Okay, so this is a backward equation. From this structure also we can realize it. G1n, here one adder is there. So G1n, there are two components that those are getting added up. One is this xn, okay, xn, but it is again getting multiplied by the coefficient k, and one is delay, xn minus 1. Okay, we did. And in the last we found one relationship, or we can say one formula after the complete derivation, and that particular formula was this, that your am minus 1 z is equals to amz minus km bm z upon 1 minus km square. Okay, so till this particular formula we have already studied in the previous lecture. Okay, now I'm going to start the part 2. Part 2 is for the IIR filters. Okay, where we have poles. So it is a bit different. How it is different? See, lattice structure for IIR filter realization. Okay, so IIR filter, this can be of two types. One where we can say that all pole structure, or we can say pole zero structure. Okay, so this is your all pole structure, this is pole zero. That means in this term we have numerator and denominator both. In this term we will only have denominator term. Suppose first we are considering this all case 1, your case 1. This is your all pole structure. In all pole structure, your transfer function would be like this. Hz now would become 1 upon plus 1 plus summation k is equals to 1 to n. In the previous case we took alpha. Here we can take b or beta, whatever you want, bk z minus k. Okay, so the only difference is that in FIR we were having the numerator term, in IIR we are having denominator term in all pole structure, because here we don't have any zero, so we don't have any numerator term. It is like this. In this case, if we'll solve this particular equation, so it is like this, that your yn upon xn is equals to 1 upon this term, 1 plus summation k is equals to 1 to n bk z minus k. Okay, if we simplify this, so what we can get xn. Suppose okay, we can get xn would be yn plus summation k is equals to 1 to n bk y n minus k. Okay, so now our equation would be like this. Okay, okay, so that means in this case your yn would now become xn minus summation k is equals to 1 to n bk y n minus k. So if we write first order filter equation here, so it would be like this, yn is equals to xn minus b1, okay, k is 1, so b1 y n minus 1. Okay, this is for IIR filter. So this is our yn. Okay. Now consider the previous case here. In this case, for FIR filter, what was our yn? Our yn was this. See here, this yn was xn plus alpha 1 1 xn minus 1. So if we compare these two equations, so what is the difference between these two equations? The only difference is the inputs and outputs are getting interchanged. How? Inputs and outputs. Suppose if I write this equation, see, for the simplification, I write this equation like this: xn equals to yn plus b1 xn equals to yn plus b1 yn minus 1. Now compare this equation and this equation. Coefficients are same, only inputs and outputs are getting interchanged. Okay, so if we interchange the input and outputs of our lattice structure that we previously discussed for FIR, okay, we can get the lattice structure for IR. So basically we can realize one structure from another structure easily. If we are having IR, we can realize FIR also. If we are having FIR, we can realize IR too. Okay, because the only difference is that the inputs, because here output is this and this is your input. So input and output values are getting interchanged. Okay, so now if we realize this particular equation, what is our equation? Our equation is this, that your xn is equals to yn plus b1 yn minus 1. This is for IR. Okay, I'm talking about IR now. If we realize this particular equation, okay, so basically what we are doing, we are simply going to interchange the input and outputs here. Okay. So yn is equals to xn minus b1 yn minus 1. So you can easily see here also that what happens in IR filter. In IR filter we have basically a feedback from output. Okay, and from this equation it is clear that we are having a feedback from output to the input, and then we can only get the output. Okay, it is clear from this equation also. So how we are going to realize it? It is very simple. You simply interchange the input and output. In the previous case, we first took the input. Now here we are going to take the output. Suppose this is your output yn. Okay. Here we have one adder. In this we have input xn. And this is your xn is nothing but your f1n. Because yn is your f0n. Okay. Now one more adder is here. Now we have one delay element. And the coefficients are getting multiplied here. And here we have G1n. So this is your F1n, this is your G1n, this is your F0n, this is your G0n. Okay. Suppose now, see this particular design. If we solve this design, so what we can get? This is your output, right? So your output is F0n. Okay, and this your F0n here. So output will get from this adder, right? So your F0n is basically what? Xn. It is coming from this direction plus this Gn. Okay, G0n. And suppose the coefficient is your K1. So plus K1 G0 n minus 1 from this path. Okay, G0n is getting delayed by 1 unit and then getting multiplied by K1 and then added here. Okay, so F0 is this. Your F0 is nothing but your Y. So your Yn is equals to Xn plus and G0, F0's G0n is equals to F0n and it is basically Yn. Okay, so it is K1 Yn minus 1. But see, if you look at this equation and this equation, what is the difference? Because these two equations should be same. So what is the difference? Here the coefficient is minus, here the coefficient is plus. Okay, so what we can do, we can simply apply the coefficient minus k1 here. Okay, so we are going to simply apply the coefficient like minus k1, and this is your k1. Okay, so this is your this equation. Is this clear? And obviously from this you can find out g1n also. Your g1n would become here this y multiplied by this k, so it is k1 yn plus this g0, that means y, and then one delay element, so yn minus 1. Okay, so this is for IIR filter. So the only difference between FIR and IR is this structure. Only inputs and outputs are getting interchanged. Obviously there is one big difference between FIR and IR, and the difference is because of this the difference between these realization between the FIR and IR is because of basic nature. Because in FIR we only have the zeros, but in IR we have poles, and in the case of IR we are having the a feedback from the output also. So because of this feedback, the structure is like this. Okay, now suppose second case. In second case we are having a pole zero structure. In pole zero structure, your transfer function would be like this: hz is equal to summation k is equals to 0 to m alpha k z minus k upon 1 plus summation k is equals to 0 to n. These are your poles bk z minus k. Okay, so this is the pole zero structure, and this is the transfer function for an IR filter using pole zero structure. For this to realize this particular structure, we need to have lattice ladder structure, and then this lattice ladder structure, and we'll solve this lattice ladder structure in next lecture. Before realizing this lattice ladder structure, we are going to solve few numericals of lattice structure, simple lattice structure using for FIR and IR filter both. Okay, so suppose first I'll take the case. See, the method to solve or to realize lattice structure for FIR and IR are same. The method is same, only designing will be different. In the case of IIR, inputs and output, the position of input and outputs will be just opposite to the FIR. Okay, so the method would be same for FIR and IIR, only designing of this circuit would be different. Is this clear? Suppose, so first I'll take one example. Okay, suppose I'm okay, and there are two types of numerical. We can realize the lattice structure in a two way. One is lattice to direct form, and another is direct form to lattice. Okay, and we'll solve this in the next lecture. Thank you.